It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, you're probably still chuckling to yourself as we speak, or maybe even looking down at your smartphone at a weird version of yourself. If you ventured onto social media, of course, last week or over the weekend, you undoubtedly would have seen a total new viral sensation in the form of FaceApp. If not, go and check it out. You'll have a little bit of fun. A mobile application where you can digitally age yourself or change your look in radical ways. I had half of our social set and my girl's family believing that I'd gone bald over the weekend. It's far too much fun. But what are the implications? Are there any negative twists and turns in the story? Bryan Smith is here, looking really young, dude. You look so young.
Today.
Nice. Bryan, so good to have you back on the show again. Let's talk about this FaceApp. How does it actually work? And of course, does it accurately predict what you're going to look like
that? Will I be that
one
dead sexy?
Because I don't believe that I could look like that. But anyways.
Well, it's really interesting in that it's not actually as much of a predictive model as I think most people might believe it is.
Hallelujah.
I think what's really amazing is the fact that most of the results seem really credible.
Yeah.
And that's actually the result of some really fascinating technology. So to speak, what's actually going on behind the scenes is machine learning. And what the creators of FaceApp have done is essentially create filters over time that are essentially a map or an average over how the human face will actually age. So in terms of how your skin will age, how wrinkles will appear. And what this essentially does is overlay essentially that average over your face when you upload a photo directly into the app. So to speak, it's not exactly a model of how you'll look 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, but it might be a really good indication.
Lily, just look at your mom. Just look at your gorgeous
And my
mother
mom
and
looks
know.
amazing, hey?
Exactly,
So
that's all
I'm
you
just
gotta
like,
worry
look
about.
at your mama, you know what you're gonna look like.
Yeah, exactly. So you combine social media, facial recognition, computer learning, and the country from which this originated, I've heard, and suddenly like red lights start to go off. Are there security concerns? Because we are giving this app access to our phones.
So definitely, and this is something really important to talk about. And in the past couple of weeks, there's been a lot of sort of coverage in the press about how FaceApp might be a security concern on your phone. And I think maybe the biggest reason for that is that FaceApp actually requests you to upload your entire camera roll, so all of your photos on your device, and that might alarm a lot of people. However, I think there are two things worth considering. In the first sense is that most social media applications do require this in their privacy policy to begin
You
with.
just don't read the fine print.
Right.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, what's been done, a lot of investigations have found that FaceApp isn't actually transmitting any unwanted or extra data to its creators in Russia. So that's something at least to allay our concerns. What is important, however, is that whenever you set up a new application, you can always tailor your permissions, so what that application can actually access on hardware on your phone by either setting up the app yourself or going into the settings app within your Android or iOS smartphone to manually control that.
Because that was going to be my next question to you. How does one make sure that you maintain the safety and security of your, your images and of your phone while still enjoying this app?
So when you're dealing with these sort of social media applications, your security is kind of out of your hands naturally, because these social media services will control and regulate themselves, which of course has been what's been covered greatly in the news at present. However, there are a number of steps that you can actually take to regulate your own usage.
Yeah.
What's really important is always to monitor your settings application within your phone to see exactly what your apps are transmitting. And then again, if you go into your app settings within the settings app itself, you can go in and tailor exactly what your smartphone can access or what that app can access on your smartphone.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm looking at you now and I'm trying to picture what's going to sag, what's going to drop or whatever, but I need to see it in reality.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at you.
You are a hottie at like 80.
The years may not be kind.
I think you look fabulous.
It's the smile in the eyes, dude. It's the smile in the eyes, still there.
Is that what your dad looks like?
Close to that.
Wow,
Really?
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I see it. It
That's
is
awesome.
a little bit freaky.
Should we take a look at what I would look like?
Way to go.
Okay, child.
What are you worried about? What are you
Look at me.
even worried?
The one on the left is, of course, me as a child, and the one on the right is... Okay, let's take a look at Tabiso.
Uncle Tubbsy, the real Uncle Tubbsy.
Yeah. Wow, Tubbs. That's so cool. That is so funny. Do we have anyone else? Is that else? That's it. Okay, hopefully.
Because
we'll
this
catch
is
up
pretty
with-
much what will come up if you look at me
Oh,
as an older
man.
person. This is what comes up.
I so much would love to see cats.
Oh,
And
that's so funny, dude. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I think, in essence, the main kind of thread here is just going to your app's permissions whenever you're loading any new app. Go and check out what you're giving access to so that you can feel secure. And if you don't know, if all of that confuses you, learn. Educate yourself because you need to be that last line of defense yourself. Thanks, Bryan.